Hello, hello, how are we all? Welcome back to Strong Skilled and Bendy. Today we have got a lunge and push-up focused workout for you. Make sure you've got some water and you will need a band or a towel, she says, and she just locates all of her bits and bobs, and either a block or a thick book will do. So those objects, please, you can make sure you've got those ready. So we are going to do some different lunges, again adding variables as we go. You're welcome to stick with how they are in the first round, and then we have got some push-up variations to do as well, which can be done either in a full push-up position, knees out or knees under the hips, but I'll show you all of those as we go along. So we will ease ourselves in. So to get ourselves ready for those lunges, we're just going to take some steps forward and back. Let's go right leg first. So we're just going to go forward, have a little break in the middle, and then a little step back, forward, and back. Now we can start to drop that knee a little bit. Both knee bending, one forward, one down. Right, let's add in some arms. As you step forward, I want you to take a big reach overhead, and as you step back, I want you to reach backwards like this, stretching through the fingers, overhead, and back and down like that. That's it, just moving through those nice and slowly, leaning back here, and leaning back with the arms overhead. Let's have one more of each, and then we're going to swap legs. So with lunges, I always prefer to both lunge and squat. Let's change legs. Stepping it forward, stepping it back. With no shoes on, I will finish my sentence eventually. I like to lunge with no shoes on. I find it way more stable. I find shoes make me feel a bit wobbly. So if you are the same, make sure that you are doing what you can to make this feel more comfortable. It's going to be no way near as wobbly as last week with the single leg deadlift, but they were fun, right? My glutes really hurt after that, which I was quite like. Okay, add in those arms on this next one, reaching up and then reaching back. Just getting the core accustomed to the fact that it's going to have to support us through these movements. Oh, that was a satisfying click. What I just got there. Very nice. Thank you, body, for that. Oh, one more of each. Perfect. And now we're going to do a walkout with hand taps. So I'm going to find the floor, I'm going to walk out, and then once I'm in that plank position, I'm going to tap one arm out, bring it back to the middle, tap another arm out, bring it back to the middle. And I'm going to do that 5 times. So find the floor however you need to. Legs can be bent, legs can be straight, whatever you prefer. And I'm going to tap out, and then other side. There we go, and walk it back in. Full stand, and then go again. Nice breaths. Now, in this walkout, if those hand taps are a little bit much, you can offer yourself a position with the knees down, like that. Just like you would if you were modifying a push-up for yourself. Remember, if you know something works better for you, take that modification, even if it's not offered. Hopefully with these classes and how much we go on about different scaling options and that sort of thing, you will be able to offer yourself the modifications, even if somebody doesn't say explicitly what it is. One more. welcome to the start. Grab yourselves a drink. We're going to start with some lunges. Whew. That was just easy in, knackered already. So we are going to do a forward crossover lunge to begin with. So right leg, we're going to stick all on one leg to begin with. My right leg is going to cross over. And then both knees are going to bend. I'm going to stay nice and upright. So it's similar to that forward lunge. Hips are going to stay square, but I'm just stepping over this way instead. Again, to modify, take some range out, or if you need a surface to hold on to while you do it, you could set up next to the wall so that you've got that little base of support. But when you're ready, 8 of these, crossing over, that's it. Both feet are facing forward, back foot comes up onto the toe. Taking myself into a nice wide stance when I come out of that. It's just a little bit less wobbly. I'm just stepping across the body. Again, you might just want to step across a little bit, or it might feel good to go super wide like that. One more. Now, same leg. Right leg is going to give me a side lunge, stepping it out and back to the middle. 8 of these. So we've got one leg bending, doing the work, this one stretching. That's it. Keep it nice and upright, chest facing forward. Arms can do whatever they want. I like to do that. Some people like to do this. One more. Some people like to just pray for the workout to be over. Perfect. Now on to the left leg. Same thing. 8 forward crossover lunges. At the minute, I'm just trying to avoid this bulge in the floor so that it doesn't trip me over. But we're hopefully going to get it sorted this week. But you know, working out from home, even if you have your own space, is never perfect. Two more. And same again, straight into left leg side lunge. Getting that nice stretch in the inner thigh, in the right leg. Really lean into that left leg. And then bounce it out at the bottom, back to the middle. That's it. Last 2. Wonderful. Okay, set yourself up in your push-up position. And we're going to do a hand lunge onto a block, or a thick book will do. Obviously, the higher your block, the more range you'll lose at that one arm, and the more you'll put into the arm that's not on the block. So I'm going to set up blocks just next to my right hand. So we're either setting up knees under the hips, knees slightly out, or in that full push-up position. And as soon as my hand hits that block, I'm going to break into that push-up, and then I'm going to bring it off and put it back onto the floor. So I'm going to do between 4 and 6 on this hand, and then I'm going to switch the block over and do between 4 and 6 on the other hand. You could do less than that or do more. These push-ups are very hard, depending on how used to them you are. And we've got a pretty vicious variation coming up, so I think I'm going to play it safe. I'm just going to do these on the knees. So again, between 4 and 6, or picking a number that feels better for you. Tipping yourself right over those hands so that hands are under the chest, onto the block or book, and then off. That's it. And again. think I'm going to go with 5 right in the middle, and then swapping over. So it's setting that block or book up next to the left hand now, and going again. The reason I like to do push-ups on the knees is because I can do more reps, and I can work through a bigger range of motion. So I get a nice big chest stretch in the bottom there. And if I do them in full position, I can only do about 3 before my chest is so tired, can't do anymore. And last one, perfect. Grab yourselves a drink, just pop your block or book out of the way for now. And we're back to that lunge, and this time we need our band. Now we're going to link the 2 lunges together and add in a rotation with each one. So it might be a lot at first, but give yourself a few goes to try it out, and then once you get into the rhythm, you can get a bit more fluid with it. So we'll practice them separately to begin with. We're just going to use the right leg. Right leg's going to do the crossover, and it's going to do the side lunge. So as I cross over, I'm going to rotate to my left, like that. So over that leg. And then as I go into my side lunge, I'm going to reach it laterally overhead and then bring it back to the start. Take a little break in between. So do your forward, side, your crossover lunge, and then your side lunge, and then just take a little break here in the middle before you go into your next rep, okay? Take your time. If they are wobbly, just ditch the band, set yourself up next to a wall, and then you can still rotate through, and then you can still go for a reach while you're here. But if the band or towel makes you feel less secure and stable, just ditch it and do what feels best for you. But here we go. So 8 all together. Crossing over right leg, rotate, bring it back, and then reach. Perfect. You do need quite a lot of room to do these. Really reach, get that nice stretch here, make that core work hard. Little rotate, which is probably the bit I find the most wobbly, to be honest. So keep that breath nice and continuous. Lean into that leg that's bending, that's halfway. Have a little pause in the middle of each one. And take range out as needed. 2 left. And then we're taking a breather from this, going back to push-ups. So this is the last one. Really reach and lean and bring it back up. Perfect. Okay. Right. We don't need a block or book for this one. We're going to move our body over to one side when we're in the bottom of that push-up. So I'm going to show you on the knees. I'm going to go into that push-up, and then I'm just going to edge over to the right. So let me show you that from this way. You should be able to see. I'm going down into that push-up, and then just taking the chest over to the right and then coming back up. These are nasty. So we're just going to go to the right, and then on the next round we'll go to the left. I don't want to put a number on it for you, so have a go and let's see where we get to, shall we? Because these are incredibly hard. Your shoulder will probably light up and go, what are you doing? This is too much work. But don't be afraid to try them knees under hips first. Coming over. It's almost like you're drawing a straight line with your nose from the middle to your right hand and back. And then have a go at some with the knees further out, if that felt not too hideous, but in your own time. Here we go. Feel free to take as long a rest as you need between reps, so we can cluster them. Or take some range out. I think that's me done. I think that was about 6 with a very limited range of motion. But well done, awesome. Grab yourselves a drink. We're going back to that lunge combination, but all on the left leg. And then we'll be back to this push-up to draw our little line over to the left hand. And then we're done. Try to keep some of these nice and short, just so that people have got good options for different times. But with that said, short, but not any less effective, because yeah, I'm really feeling it already. So we've got left leg now. So we've got left leg crossing over, rotating towards the right, and then left side lunge, reaching over that left leg. So stretching through that side. 8 altogether. Take your time. As I said before, ditch the band if it makes you feel less stable. Well, here we go. Crossing over, rotate. Nice big reach. And then back to the start. Pulling apart on that band or towel as always. Just to get that core working and those shoulders working a little bit more. Taking range out as needed. My left leg does not like to lunge as much, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. We've all got a leg that likes to support and a leg that likes to spring. Lovely, one more. That's it, perfect. Back down to that last push-up, which is going to make the shoulders feel very warm on what is already quite a warm day. But here we go. Again, not putting a number on it, doing as many as feel good, having a little rest if you need to. Here we go. Getting down as low as possible before you go for that move. I'm going to go one more. It probably doesn't look like I'm even doing anything. My range of motion is so short, but I can feel it, and that's all that matters. Oh, that'll do nicely. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. If you are looking for a slightly longer workout today, either go into the guides, tap on something else at the end of this, or you can play this video again, do it from the start, or choose a point to carry on from. you might want another round of the lunges, another round of those push-ups, but you know, make it your own. And if you've got any questions about any of the exercises, please let me know. I'd love to help. Drink plenty of water for the rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Bye.